dears. Hair. I like putting it up like this and have little tendrils dangling. And it's not always, doesn't always work exactly how I intended, but there's some tendrils. I used different hair cream, the Mix Chicks one. And I'm not sure about some of the ingredients in there, so I have to check into that first. But it actually kind of, the conditioner, it's almost like a conditioner and a gel. It works pretty good. How it kind of defines the curls, but in a kind of non-crunchy way. Anyways, you guys, as the title instructs, I wanted to, I'm still obsessed with low-dose naltrexone, and I'm reading and just digging for, I can't stop learning about it. But, hi Audra! Hello! Thanks for joining me. I was just talking about low-dose naltrexone. Again, I talked about this 2 weeks ago, and amazingly, a lot of, just more and more doctors are starting to use it, and it's such a low dose that you'd start on 0.5 milligrams. You can titrate, up slowly, and some people respond on a super low dose. And a lot of people with certain, well, it's great for any autoimmune disease, but a lot of dermatologists are using it for inflammatory skin issues. I think I even heard rosacea, but definitely psoriasis and eczema. So if you have either of those, I definitely would do some research about it. And it's just a very interesting, very little symptoms, or, if you're taking it, what do they call it? Like side effects. It's very safe. Anyways, it's very interesting, and it has all these other benefits. Inflammation in the body. It's kind of a big anti-aging drug, similar to Metformin. How people are using Metformin now for anti-aging because of its helping with the glucose and your insulin receptivity, and so it's definitely used in an off-label way. The FDA hasn't approved it for all these myriad effects, and I was just looking at it because some fertility doctors use it, and it's just amazing how much it helps. And endometriosis, it's just so many things. So that was a very interesting tidbit today. Also, actually, our cream, I do know someone who has eczema. This, our succulent, was pretty good for it too. So that's another thing. We do have a cream, but I don't sell low-dose naltrexone. That's just a very interesting obsession I've had lately. Another thing, these like, they're kind of like brownies. They're called Intelliness. Not the best. It's hard to remember that. But what it has to do with skincare, I don't know. But anyways, these at night, I kind of forgot that I was using these, and I was waking up with a little line right here, swishing my face and having the little lines here. So I was digging these up, and they're just little clear kind of petals, and it's kind of nice if they come in little shapes. I've used before medical silicone tape, but you can kind of put it on the little wrinkle area, and just like brownies, basically. I'm not sure if brownies are cheaper, but it's nice that these come in the corner of your eye. A neat find, Intelliness. I think they have sell on Amazon as well. So, more about that. I'm gonna dig up and just see how much brownies are. I'm sure you guys have heard of brownies, since they've been around since the 50s at least, maybe even earlier. That's some interesting stuff. What else is going on? What? This tool, I got a purple one. It's a little bit of a sneak peek, if you will. But this has just been so good. You know what I love using it on is my neck, you guys, to release, because a lot of the jowls, a lot of the tension you have with acne up here, want to work the lymph, right? I'm just doing this tool here and going down, but it's just so good to release. Ooh, those hummingbirds were dive bombing right through here. All of this work through the scalenes here is really good for burning up gap, so pulling down, but also neck tension in the back, you know, your traps. Easy smells right here. Anyways, this little tool has been rocking my world, and it's now got a purple one. And we might one day too. Those are my tidbits today, you guys. Look at this. See how it kind of like implants it? Oh, it's so relaxing. You can kind of eliminate the little lines because I have this line right here, which it's so good. And you can hear, you know, creases there. One thing that I really like doing is my ear line, like just around and into the scalp. Like if you have a lot of lines around here, you want to release, whether you're doing it with your hands or your funky massage tool, into the scalp. Like all these muscles up here really affect these lines, tension there, and up here as well. Yes, Audra! Did you log on because you have psoriasis or eczema, Audra, by chance? I know I put that in as a title because I really think people should know about it. And there's even low-dose naltrexone creams that you can get a compounding pharmacy to create. How that works is weird because, okay, well, good. We'll go to Ultra Tonic. Uh-oh, something's going on in Hollywood. There's always something going on. Helicopters, sirens, sort of happening. There's somehow receptors all over your body. The opioid receptors or the endorphin receptors. That's what it is. It's a little confusing. The receptors in your brain, but that's how the low-dose naltrexone works. So even topically it works. Thank you. Thank you, Dana. I'm working right now on an update on my Aura Lift because I just love these low-tech tools like tape, funky massage tool to your hands. Yeah. And the Aura Lift because that's which is a releasing. Did you check out the Aura Lift? It's pretty amazing, especially with TMJ, because that's a no-brainer. TMJ issues, you know, are going to be definitely helped with the Aura Lift, and it's cheaper than, unless your insurance, unless you have amazing dental insurance that will pay for the devices that have the little training block. Anyways, it's an amazing device for not only that, but how it works on your complexion. And I'm not really sure how it's doing that, but it's like, for some reason it works. How it just like relaxes the jaw. Anyways, that's another miraculous tool. This is a miraculous tool because you can use it in that very light pressure to release the fascia. You know, you go like very light. I'm working on this brown. Like very light. This is all, I mean, you could just Botox these if you're into that. But this has other benefits like releasing getting your lymph flowing, you know, especially if you have any puffiness around the eyes or anywhere. This really helps. You know, you kind of work the drain here, maybe not with long earrings, but you drain through here. It's the same as you would, I have an ancient, like 10 years old video of dry brushing. Same thing, you want to work this, release right through here first. This is a knockoff of the Anma, A-N-M-A. Another knockoff version. That pretty soon I'll drop in. We're going to, well, I will tell you in a few months here. But it's called the Anma. So this is, yeah, it's pretty cool. A-N-M-A, Jane Mann. And a lot of other people, you know, that are more like estheticians that aren't just fillers and Botox. But this helps release the lymph, right? You drain through here, and then you release, and then drain, and then you keep going, you know, and drain along your ears down to your neck. And that just helps get the circulation of blood, right? This is definitely going to circulate your blood, but your blood has a heart to pump. Your lymph does not have a pump, and so it's just sort of, it needs that circulation. I'm sure exercise helps, but the massage and working it really helps. And the fascia, releasing the fascia, so it's not pulling in the muscles. You know, if you have like a wrinkle, the fascia is going to be like a little crease there that's continually working that. So it behooves of you to release the fascia, cross hashing, like if you have a vertical line here or here, you know, if you want to go the opposite way to release the fascia. Like here, I'm not doing it so much right now, but my resting face, sometimes when these get a little tight on me, and they'll start pulling it down a little bit. So I'm always doing this one. It is divine, and it's way better, in my opinion, than the gua sha, because the gua sha is just one edge, and you can use this edge as the gua sha, right? If you're into that, but you can do so many other things with these points. You do the acupressure. Oh, that feels good. Acupressure points, you know, the eye. Like if you have sinus issues, but it's also these little fingers are, I think, used the most readily and to great effect. Oh, but thank you very much. Must be this tool and LUX Nourishing Beauty Oil, of course. My favorite. I mean, I like this. I've heard people like, what's that greasy look that you're into? I mean, I am. I think of it as like the glass skin, translucent, luminous look. But some people have said it was so greasy. But I like the greasy look, I guess. Oh, sweaty. That was it. The sweaty look. That was very funny. I was like, huh, I guess maybe it does look sweaty. Yeah, girl. It would do. But I'm going to say this really quickly. And maybe we're going to be offering these if you buy some LUX in the fall. So, you guys know, mum's the word. I'm just so into this gift of the fall. So that's going to be something to look forward to. And now even these, like, that you can get your marionette lines just by pulling and kind of cross. It feels really good. It's just so cool because you can just carry it around. You don't even have to plug it in. You know, I like my micro current, but I just don't use it as often because I have to plug it in. A lot of people were disciplined to me. What can I say? I like my products, and then I haven't even. Tonight I gotta do the Derma Dr. Pen. That's one thing that also is just great results. You can do it at home. It can get bloody. It's a little bit surgical procedure. You can do it at home, but it's not like doing the threading or anything crazy. It's pretty non-invasive. That's another thing that is just bang for your buck. Oh yeah, I mean, I believe you, Jen. Jelena? Yeah. I mean, I'm big into bone broth, Hydrolyzed collagen. Not a vegan. I like a lot of vegetables, but I believe that. And, you know, to each his own diets. Some diets work better for certain people, of course. That's normal. But I definitely have a lot of vegan friends, but I like bone broth is a large part of my diet. And liver pills, you know, from grass-fed, no hormone cows. Alas. So that's my story, dears. I wanted to share a few things. And I like this. I definitely like this. These little pebbles. So this one's, I think this is $20 for a pack of 6. All these little thingies. I guess it's nice if they're clear, unlike the brownies. There's so many different tapes for like a night. Silicone ones, which maybe has that, definitely this one has that kind of sweaty, there's something about the, you know, occlusion of oils and things on your skin that keeps the moisture in. And definitely with these little things, there's that as well. Also with silicone tape, you put on scars, keeping the area moist. There's something about that that really helps with skin. Definitely with scars. It's the best thing for scars, or cuts, so you don't get a scar. I think there is definitely benefit to, if you already have a scar, doing that as well, but something with this just plumps your skin. It keeps the moisture in, locks it in tight. La la la. There you go, dears. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for joining me. Any other pressing discussion topics or thoughts? Check out Lotus naltrexone. They're on website. They're not on my website. They're these. No, I don't sell these. These are on Amazon, and they have their own website, Intelliness. I think they choose that name. .com. Intelliness. Means nothing to me. Hey, Jason, dear. Are you feeling healthy? I heard that I've read your comments. My goodness, are you out of the hospital? I hope you're feeling well. That sounds intense. I don't know exactly what that means. Is that an infection around the heart? What is that? Are you okay? I hope you're feeling better. The bacteria in the heart. Goodness. Wow. That must have hurt. Did it hurt? Bacteria infection. Whew. Are you okay? That must have really affected you, getting all the way deep into the heart. It's intense. Goodness. Are you feeling well? Did you just have to take antibiotics? Did it get to a point where it must have been a pretty deep infection if it got all the way to your heart? I'm glad you caught that, Jason. Goodness. Sending you healing vibes. So they must have been on some intense antibiotics, eh? Yes. Are you better? Or do you have to take antibiotics for like a long time? You're fine. I had the first blood in my, I had first blood in your eye, like in your white that's of your eye. Oh, and then you're like, what is going on? So did you feel anything? Or did you feel abnormal, like heart palpitations or anything? Or was it just like blood in weird places? That's a big deal. Next day I got flu symptoms. Oh, yeah. Whew. And then did you go to the hospital and they fever, chills? Wow, Jason. Goodness. That's pretty deep infection, huh? Wow. Well, I'm so glad you're better. Are you feeling better? Goodness gracious. I love grapefruit juice and sparkling water. I love sparkling water. Untreated, it's dead. Wow. I'm glad you caught that. Yeah. I mean, if it gets all the way to your heart, that's a vital, vital organ. Yeah. Scary. It's really scary. Goodness. I mean, that's probably kind of hard to figure out how that happened. I mean, because infections. I called the doctor. He gave me antibiotics. Good. You had to go to the hospital first. They had to do like tests. Arjuna. Yes. Arjuna. That's an herb. Yeah, probably good anti. Is that an herb that they use in, like, is that an Indian herb that's used for making beans? I have something, I think that this sounds exactly like that. They put it in beans and it's kind of like a spicy, it's, all the doctors are on holiday, Ayurvedic, okay. Cool. Yes, I think I have some of that. And it's very like, it almost tastes like intenser cumin, like almost oregano and cumin together, or caraway, and I can see how that'd be antibacterial. Well, I'm glad you caught that, Jason. You're an invaluable resource. And it's just scary. Wow. Well, good. You take colloidal silver. That's great. Me too. I give my cat that sometimes too. And she's having symptoms. Well, thank you for being healthy. Thank you for catching that. And thank you for taking my antibiotics. I definitely have a place. You have knots in your legs. Knots? Like lumps? Wow. Yeah, because it's your blood. I mean, right? Or maybe it was just in your heart. There's a lot of stuff I could go with. That's intense. Well, Jason and everybody, stay healthy out there. No matter what, it's always better to check in with the hospital. Like, having a weird headache, check out the symptoms of infectious endocarditis. Yeah, I speak Latin very well. Okay, I will. Whew. Yes. Thanks for surviving. Yeah, if you have like a weird headache or something, that's always like, go check that out, just in case, because some, people die suddenly sometimes. Yeah, I don't see how it could not be. Oh my gosh. Could like have intense symptoms, I'm sure, because if it's in your heart, I don't see how it won't get all over your body, because it's your blood. Wow. Narrow. We escaped that. We're good. Take all your amazing herbs and your antibiotics and your colloidal silver. Yeah, I love taking colloidal silver, especially I spray it up my nose when it feels has to have some kind of damage first. Oh. Ugh. Whew. I see. And then the bacteria can kind of grow in the damage. Maybe. I'm gonna look that up. Thanks for surviving that, Dale. Sending you healing vibes and love and hearts. And thank you for surviving that. I'm doing your Arjuna. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look all of it up. And you guys look that up. Look up low-dose naltrexone for those skin conditions or just generally. And this hawthorn tea, so is hawthorn tea and motherwort. Hawthorn tea. I don't think I've ever heard of hawthorn tea. Is that like coming from, is that bark? Is that from the tree? Love your herbs. You have many herbal recommendations. Well, darlings, time for me to go, and so my phone doesn't die, and I will see you next. I'm trying to, yes, it's a meadow flower. You'll just stay a bit. Okay, well, my phone might die. Yes, best. Yes, naltrexone 3000. That is the most studied peptide, and we have it in our serums as well. That's so good. It's just the most studied. Ah! Here we go, guys. I've been dappling. I still don't know if I like see a major difference. Like there's so many cool things in it. You can, yeah. We have it in our our plush. But I'm sure you can mix it with lots of things. And I don't think it's restricted to what you can put it with. But it's a cool peptide. I think it's 2 peptides. Yes. Legit therapy mask. Oh yeah. I have some red. Bye dear. Ultra jelly. Yeah, I'm into the mask as well. I was doing more my chest. Patricia! You missed this tool that you can use on your marionette lines. Yeah, man. You can go like this. So I know you're always working with this, but this tool, which is a knockoff of the Anma, A-N-M-A. I think we talked about this before. But still, I think you should try it. Something that lifts and plumps for your marionette lines. Like that's a microcurrent. But this is another thing you can do to cross patch if there's like lines there. 7 lights, 1 for lymphatic system as well. I have one with 4 lights. You have the fascia. Is that a microcurrent device? The other thing that we were talking about is these. How do you spell? Oh, A-N-M-A. Oh. Fascia. Yeah, fascia. Fascia is, everyone has fascia. It's like muscles. It wraps your muscles. And where you have like wrinkles, you know, that's the fascia kind of bunches up and creates a groove there. And you can release the fascia with this awesome tool. And it feels great, actually. It's delightful. I just think these are so much better and useful than the gua sha. Because you can hold down to it. Project E-Beauty. I don't have that brand. Well, this is plastic. Some of them are plastic. The gua sha is, you can get one that are gemstones like jade and other ones that are, I think are man-made mostly. So, but this one has a lot more uses, and it would be cool if it was a precious stone. Made amethyst. Check out the mask, Project E-Beauty. That's the one, so you put it on your face like this. For some reason, I've always shied away from the ones that actually are shaped like that. I don't know if it's better. I think you should spend your money on the thing that, the microcurrent. It has 7 lights. I think more light probably is better. More light. I have the one that's a dome, you know, that you lay under. It just seems like I'll use that more and I can get my neck too. I don't know. But maybe I would. If I got one that just sits on the face, maybe that would work better. But this is cool because you can do a lot of different things. You can do like pressure points. Do you have any new anti-aging supplements? Do I have any new ones that I've been discussing? I've just been obsessed. I'm not taking anything new. No, this is great. I think it's great, but I don't think it's going to be as beneficial to you as you for this. I mean, this is good, but it's not going to do as much. If you could even just cross-hatch your fingers, but spend your money on a microcurrent device. Because I know that's what you are always asking about, is the marionette lines. And that's what you should. I really think that you get a microcurrent device. It doesn't have to be an expensive one. And that will plump the cheeks. But of course, releasing fascia one here is good. But I'm not really taking anything new. I'm taking NMN. Well, there's so many. I'm not sure if there's a best one. I like the Clear Blend Mini. The Clear Blend Mini one, look up the Clear Blend Mini, but I don't know if it's the best one. I'm not sure if there's a best one. You can also look up NU Skin. They have I would have a small one. I think they have a smaller, maybe cheaper one. I'm not really sure there is a best one. I mean, I think that they've got to be comparable. There's other fancier ones that have like tools, but I just think the Claire Blend Mini, I like it. And I feel like there's an effect, and it's a reputable company. Yeah, exactly. That's where I got mine from, is from Christian Buyer. New Face, that's another one. That's another brand that people like. I think it has a smaller, I think they have a smaller one. They have a big ball one, too big ball that you roll around, but it just like, I don't see, it seems like too big to get. I mean, I would get smaller ones, basically. Like this, 2 prongs. If they're big balls, then it's like harder to maneuver around certain areas. But these, you kind of go up, and here you can get more than just your cheek. And then you can kind of hook up like this. Like, yeah, Christian Buyer has so many different cool things on their site. That's where I got my Claire Blend Mini. As well as there's some other, just Google it, and then there'll be a lot of different options, and get on their email list. Definitely red light therapy helps with all of your skin issues. It's not going to plump your cheeks. Yes, all of the new skin. But it'll be good for your skin. You know, red light therapy, sure. But I know you're always looking for lifting your cheeks. But you do your facial exercises, and you can do those pretty easily with a hook under your cheek microcurrent device. That's the thing. Do a little tape your skin back like the old Hollywood stars. Yeah. Okay, dogs. I simply have to go. Dermastamp and roller. Dermastamp, yes. I mean, Dermastamp you can pull and then, but I really think out of all the devices for your issue, a microcurrent device will really help you a lot. Nothing's a miracle. But if you work it frequently, it's going to help a lot. And nothing's going to be a facelift. You know, where they like under surgery, stretch your skin out like this. You know, but that will help a lot. Cheek pumping. Okay, darlings. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm glad you're healthy, Jason, and alive. Devastating. Please stay healthy and take all your herbs and your antibiotics. And everybody have a wonderful week. Okay, bye, James.